Good morning, students. Welcome to online session of Social Sciences. In previous class, we have started second chapter of civics, that is institutional representation of democracy. In that chapter, I have first of all explained the meaning of democracy and as it is defined by the 16th President of USA, Abraham Lincoln, on 11th November 1863. He indirectly defined democracy as government of the people, by the people, for the people. Now, next I have explained regarding the citizens. The citizens of democratic countries should be very vigilant. Vigilant means that person who are very careful and looking out for danger. Means that citizens should be more careful so that he can understand about all the problems which are going on there in their country and which can cause them lead them into danger. And this is possible with the help of education only, because education sharpens the intellect, it develops a proper understanding of things and makes them very vigilant. Next, we have studied about freedom of expression. Now, in democracy, citizens have the right to express their respective opinions. Next, we have studied about faith in democracy. As democracy is there, so the citizens' faith should be there on democracy. And for the full successful working of a democratic system, it is very essential that the people or citizen, they should have a full faith in democracy and they should avoid every kind of violence. Today's class I am going to explain first of all, that is universal adult franchise. Now, during the colonial period, this right to vote was not given to each and every person. At that time, that right to vote was given or used to be granted on the grounds of religion, race. Religion means to which religion that particular person is belonging, then race, caste, education, property, sex, etc. Now, after the introduction of democracy, the right to vote has been granted to each and every individual of that particular country, and that is without any discrimination. Which kind of discrimination we have studied? That should not be there. That is religion, race, caste, education, property and sex. Now, this is called when that every individual they are getting right to vote is called universal adult franchise. Now there is a age who can use their right to vote, but this age is varies from country to country. Now for India, that age of adulthood is considered as 18 years. But in Norway, that age is considered 23 years is considered as the age of adulthood. Now, there are various articles in our Indian Constitution. So, Article 326 of this Indian Constitution, it provides that for holding election to the Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly, that on the basis of adult franchise, they are having that following characteristics that should be fulfilled. So there are three characteristics. First, every individual means any person of that particular country, he should be a citizen of India. This is for our country. Second is he should attain the age of 18 years. Third is that particular person or that individual should not be disqualified from exercising his right to vote. Means nothing he have done illegal work and from that court he have not been disqualified to use his right to vote and to get himself registered as a voter of that particular country. Here we are talking about India. So that person who is there for giving his vote or casting his vote should not be disqualified from any court or law. Now, Article 325 of the Constitution, it provides that no citizen of India shall be debarred. Debarred means officially prevent someone from doing something. So nobody can stop from the inclusion. Inclusion means including everything expected or required. Means whichever things are required here, so nobody can stop them to use that things and getting their name in voters list on the basis of religion, caste, sex or race. Now this adult franchise is very important. Various importance are there in India. So first of all is expression of faith in people's sovereignty. Now as you all know, that preamble of the constitution, that is starting as we the people of India. So this is a clear declaration of the sovereignty. Means that India we are having sovereignty. So as this is clear from these words, so that this universal adult franchise, this gives this sovereignty a practical shape to the theory of sovereignty. Means it is not like that only in our constitution the word sovereignty is written. This is with the help of that adult franchise, this theory of sovereignty is converted or used in a practical manner. Next is, it is in conformity with the principle of equality. Now as the Constitution of India, they are committed to grant to all the citizens all kinds of equality at all levels. Means Constitution they are promising to grant all the citizens of the country three kinds of that equalities at all levels. All level here means there are three levels. First is economic levels means related to money. Second is political levels related to policies, polity. Third is civil. So each and every citizen of India, it is having equality in all these three levels. Now adequate provisions have been granted there so that our constitution can easily work. Now that adult franchise, universal adult franchise ensures the right to equality, because by the following this concept, every citizen of India has been given share in administration without any discrimination. So as each and every individual or citizen of our country, they are getting this right. So in that if they are giving their vote, if they are casting their vote, so they are giving their share or contributing their share in the administration, and this work they are doing on the basis of without any kind of discrimination. Next is people get political education. Now this universal adult franchise, they are playing a very important role in imparting. Imparting means giving the political education to Indians. Now what will happen here? The person or the citizens, those who want to cast their vote or those who want to face that election here, they have to gain some political education. So what will happen? That this political education will help them to elect their representative. Now the people elect their representative at regular intervals, and if that particular representative, if they are not doing their work properly, then these people they can change them. And this thing, that understanding of that all political things and making that their representative working, all the people they will be always interested in knowing about the political activities. Next is, it has created a sense of self-respect among citizens. Now as you all know that whenever election is there, that political leaders, they are going door to door for the canvassing of their votes or for asking for the votes. So what will to whom they are getting? To the poorest of the poor, they are going for asking the vote. Now what will happen at the time of election? Each and every individual, they will go for the vote. Even the poorest of the poor, they will go to the booth for casting their vote. Now, as they are knowing that each and every citizen, they are knowing their importance there. What is the importance? That government will not work without the citizen. So in that manner, that people, they are gaining their self respect, and they are getting self sufficiency and self confidence among themselves. Then there are two kinds of elections, and for that election there are two processes are there. Means when that all the citizens, they are not able to exercise their right to vote, and there are the second categories. In that category, the most citizens, they are unable to exercise their franchise properly. Means that citizens are there, and they are divided into two part, you can see. First are the part in that all citizens, they are not able to exercise, means they are not having that much knowledge, or they are having some disabilities to use their right to vote. And other citizens, those who are participating in election, or those who are casting their votes, they are not casting their votes in a proper manner. Now India is knowingly, India is considered as the largest democratic country in the world. And because of this, the citizen of India, they are having the sense of national pride and patriotism among the people. Second is election. Next is election. Now, as democracy is there, democracy means of the people, by the people, for the people. So how people will represent or choose their leaders? For this, election will be needed. Now the person, there are two methods are there to participate in election. Here a person contesting an election may take part in it as a candidate of a political party. Means any political party is there, suppose party A, party B, party C, like BJP, Congress, many parties are there. So any person that he want to contest in that election, he can take part as a candidate of that particular political party. And second is as an independent candidate, means he himself can represent him for the election. Now in election, secrecy is observed to be enable the voters to cast their votes according to their will and choice. Secrecy is there, means whenever that citizen, they are casting their vote, only he or she themselves, they are knowing to whom they are casting their votes. So by the will or by their choice, they can cast their votes for the leaders. Now these elections may be direct or indirect. Now direct election means that election in which people take part directly, and indirect election means that election in which only elected candidates of the people take part. Next is conditions for the success of democracy. So mainly there are three conditions. First is that understanding the importance of voting. Each and every citizen should understand about the importance of the voting, why that to cast voting is necessary. Second, voting for right sort of candidate. After understanding the importance of vote, when they will cast their vote, so they have to select the right kind of candidate there. Third is proper use of the right to vote. Now when they will cast vote, the proper right should be used, means they should not be influenced by any kind of different matters instead of thinking about the nation. Now here one question arises, for whom should we vote? Means for whom should that particular citizen should vote. So the citizen should vote for a candidate after a very careful assessment of all the merits, means advantages, and demerits, means disadvantages of all the candidates. Suppose there are three candidates A, B and C.